Welcome back. Sometimes it just takes a little effort. Sometimes it just takes a little nudge. Sometimes we get lost in the story the mind creates. And once we start moving the body and expressing that energy, the story disappears and a new story comes in that says, I could have done this. I feel so much better now. A lot of that anxious energy that we feel is simply a block of energy that needs to be expressed. Oftentimes just moving your legs, even if it's just a silly dance, something you do, you're alone, you might be a little too embarrassed to do it in front of people. You just get silly, you just get moving. And oftentimes, seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, minute and a half, 10 minutes, whatever, you notice that energy's gone, that negative feeling in you. A lot of times, what we consider to be negativity, what we consider to be anxiety, stress, is a simple, unmoved energy, a built-up block of energy that just needs to be expressed. We don't need a lot of equipment to express it. A lot of times, when you're in that stage where you're just about to, you should, it would help you, the mind will get in the way. It'll say stuff like, but I need a new pair of sneakers, but it's too cold outside, but people are going to see me, but I'm too tired, but I got to work in an hour. The mind can create a million reasons why you should stay in a state of negativity. It's as if the mind enjoys it. It's as if the mind likes that feeling, or at least doesn't want it to go away. It's a very strange phenomenon if you really look at it. So simply getting the legs moving, breathing a bit deeper, filling your lungs. And oftentimes, that's all it takes. The majority of the issues in the world that are labeled as anxiety and stress, in my opinion, is just a simple pent-up energy that needs to move, an energy that wants to be expressed somehow. And sometimes moving your body isn't really going to get rid of what's making the energy build up that way in the first place. Sometimes it will trigger a certain action through you. You'll get up, you'll move, you'll start dancing, for example, and all of a sudden you get this overwhelming urge, a wave of expressive energy, and you pick up the phone and you call that person that you've wanted to call for so long and say whatever it is you wanted to say. And all of a sudden you feel so much better. You've dealt with it, it seems. At least you've put that energy into action. A lot of times we classify a negative feeling as anxiety because we don't know what to do with it. Ask any runner, ask anyone who exercises on a regular basis how they feel after just moving. And I'm not saying exercise is the key, but it can help move and start a process that something might come from it. You might start moving your body, and like I used in the last example, you might find yourself actually taking care of something that you weren't even thinking about. You might not even have been considering whether or not to call your friend or, to make that decision. But by simply expressing that energy, you find yourself taking care of what it is you needed to take care of. So what happens is the mind, when it feels this blockage of energy, it falls into the sad me story, and it looks for the easiest way out. The last thing the mind wants is to be called out on its bullshit. The last thing the mind wants is to be found out, is to be looked at. The last thing the mind wants is change. And this is not about changing you. This is not about change. This is just simply about expressive, energetic release, if you want to call it that. Expressive, energetic release. Letting the mind do what it wants to do, but expressing it anyways. And oftentimes the mind will just subside. It'll take a break. It's busted. It's been busted. Caught red-handed. So the key in life, a lot of times, it's not about taking care of your problems, but it's working on something deeper, working on yourself on an energetic level. You feel a buildup of energy, you express it. And by expressing it, oftentimes your body takes an action by itself that you weren't even expecting, and you can rest. You just feel so much better after. And that's pretty much the gist of this video. Sometimes all it takes is a little effort, a little bit of movement. Keep it balanced. Remember, effort is not the only direction. You also want to think of balance. Think of balance. Be easy on yourself. Don't overdo it. Take your time. Be easy on yourself. So wherever you are around the world, whatever time it is that you're watching this, thank you. I appreciate you. Peace.